think program length plays a role too. I think most people change their program too quick. Like a 4-week is kind of normal. I wish all of my clients would do 12-week blocks.
Yeah,
But I understand that you almost feel guilty as a coach.
yeah, me not changing something on your program is actually a fantastic thing because it means you're changing.
Doing well, yeah.
Like, you know, when you, like, I like to preface to people, I'm like, I'm not making any changes to your nutrition for the first few weeks other than food choices and food timing. And we're going to do these kind of things with the data that we collect over the first month together. But I'm not going to be sick. Like, I'm not throwing you into a deficit when I don't know what those calories are going to do for you yet. Like, let's see how you respond to food, and let's make changes first, like just increasing your protein and all of these things. But with the programs, like, I will only change if someone's like, oh, it's week 3. I'm really excited for my new program next week. I'm like, cool. I'm picking up the vibe that you're putting down. Mm-hmm. I'm going to change a couple exercises.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to change a couple.
Yeah.
Maybe get you on the Smith machine for your lunges instead of doing the anterior loaded when we're going to progress here. But yeah, like, make only the smallest of changes with the exact same movement patterns. I'm like, cool. Now you're in a position where we can stay in this block for at least 6 weeks and continue to progress on X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
These are my expectations. But yeah, and then I guess you need the motivation to start and get excited by it.
Yeah.
And yes, sometimes it gets tedious doing the same program. I can understand that. I've been in that position before.
Yeah.
But hopefully by the time the motivation wears off, you're like, oh my God, hey, my ass is fatter. Or, hey, that's a line I didn't have on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And you see the results. So you're like, okay, I'm okay with doing this because it's giving me what I need.
Yeah. It's definitely a personality element to it as well.
Totally.
Like, I know I've had the same program. It's a 16-week block of the same. I think at 8 weeks, I changed the order of a couple of exercises and then changed, like, the way the exercise I'd chosen for my biceps was annoying in the gym, so I changed it. Like, that's literally, it's just the same all the way through. And I'm still getting progress. So, but I'm happy with that. I like walking in the gym, not having to even open my program and just knowing what needs to happen. I can remember what I did last week. I know what I need to get for progression. And, like, that's just, especially at the moment with life being hectic, it's like the gym is just lock in, do the thing. But I understand other people that, especially, like, come from group or, like, whether it's classes or CrossFit or whatever. And like, but I'm used to changing it up every week.
I think the conversation of why you train is going to be the most important thing there as well. Like, I know some people that are in that stage where they're like, hey, I don't really want to think, I just want to kind of, like, go and do it. But they come from the aspect of, I don't want to have to think about progressing on last week, or I don't want to have to think about doing something like that. And I just kind of want to have fun with it. And but, like, cool, I completely get that, understand that. You come to be excited by the gym because that's something different, and great. I get that. It's just understand that the results are going to be better for this. So if you're happy with the trade-off of that, I mean, but then there's the whole thing of, like, well, but if you're more excited by your training in a 4-week program, you're going to try harder, so you probably get better results anyway. It's so nuanced. There's so many different ways to
I saw a post the other day of, like, someone mocking mocking coaches that do 4-week programs. I'm like, you can't take it that far. I think
some of my clients do have 4-week programs. Otherwise, they will they're checking out by
stop doing it.
100%. And it's personality related. And I'd rather keep someone in the gym and excited and do that.
Yeah.
Then I've got other clients that are like, do not change this program ever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what week they're
It's the same with exercise selection too. Like, my girls at the moment, there's specific exercise, actually my favorite exercise in the gym, and she fucking hates it. But it's like, she really needs it. It's like a glaring, obvious weakness that we had at comp. She's like, did a different variation. It's like, is this okay? I'm like,
no.
Look, I know everything else in your program is negotiable. We can, like, you want to keep the hack squat extra time. You want to do this extra, like, it's all fine. But I need you to do this because it's going to be really beneficial for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got the first, like, I have DOMs in my lats. I'm like,
Thank you.
Let's continue.
This is why. Yeah, I think for me, if I could have, like that last program that I had combined with this program that I have, like if I could have RDLs, like any bench, like more dumbbell incline actually. I tried Smith machine incline like in between comp preps and I was like, oh yeah.
I'm about this.
I like this. I could put a 20 on each side and I was like, I feel like a big fucking dog. But yeah, if I could do an RDL, an incline press, a pull-up, a dip, shallow specials, a pull-up, a dip, Bulgarian split squats.
Yep. That's it.
Dumbbell shoulder and lateral raises.
Yeah. So you could literally just have A, B day and just do that forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Like barbell RDLs.
I was actually talking about A-B programming the other day. I used to do that. I used to do it heaps with my 3 times a week clients.
Yeah.
And especially ones that like traveled with work or they were hit and miss with their training. So they only had 2 sessions. Some weeks they'd train 4 times. Some weeks they'd train once maybe.
Yeah.
So it was just you just work through.
Yeah.
Fuck, so effective, man. Because it's the same. It's like you get exposure to that workout enough to make progress.
Yeah.
Whereas if you gave them a 4-day and like, just cycle it through, it's like, well, it's been 12 days since you did it last time.
It would work so well. Like, that would be fun.
Yeah, we're talking about it with group programming as well.
Yeah.
So like, because class selections, like you can go 2 days a week or 3 days a week. If we did A-B workouts over like 3-week cycles, then you get decent exposure to
the same.
Yeah. And then you can schedule your week. Doesn't matter if you,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hashtag you strong. Talk about that on the next podcast.
Slay.
Now we have heaps of questions.
I was going to
feel
say.
like we should jump into some.
You go first.
Well, update. I left my bag for the weekend in the car. I've just opened my phone to a message from my wife.
Love that for you.
I hope you're living in those clothes all weekend. It's a boys' trip. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
She'll be right.
We'll all stink anyway. Okay.